Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I hope you're having the most incredible day. This is your first time on my channel. My name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do tea videos, pop culture videos, influencer videos, tea. Girl, all the tea you need, I got. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. If you're looking for a new messy best friend, girl, you found him. So grab a snack and a drink, girl, because we need to talk. We need to talk about the icon, Miss Wendy Williams, okay? So Wendy Williams was caught by the paparazzi last night entering her home, her beautiful building in New York City, and she was asked about her TV show and what's next for her. So this is what she had to say.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey Wendy, how you doing?
Hi, very well, thanks.
That's good. Any new projects you're working on now that your show's over?
Oh, excuse me. I love Morton Ira, and we bowed out gracefully.
All right. Anything else?
Podcast, of course.
Okay.
Which will make more money for me than doing the TV show.
That's great.
Thank you.
All right. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, you too.
All right, so first of all, Wendy looked great. Wendy, you know, the rumors that she's in a wheelchair, all these things, she's walking, she's looking great, she's wearing her booty shorts, you know, it's Wendy. So, all right, this is what I have to say about this, okay? I love the fact that Wendy is open. I love the fact that Wendy, you know, has always been very outspoken, has always been very, you know, truth-telling, and she doesn't really hide around, you know, the bush with things. Some people are pointing out that she is speaking very, like, not very, what is the word I'm looking for? She's not speaking very normal, and that it seems like there is something that she's, like, kind of slurring. I'm not sure I caught that. The only thing I did catch was, you know, she opened up about her TV show, you know, bouncing out gracefully, and that the podcast was coming. And the part that I think people are talking about that she didn't look very coherent was when, you know, she said about the podcast, and then she talked about that it was going to make her more money than the TV show. And I think the thing that people are finding weird is that celebrities don't usually talk about those things, you know. I feel like the more real you are, then people are going to go into like a panic mode and think something is wrong with you. And because we're so used to seeing celebrities be so perfect and speaking only, you know, the necessary, not saying too much and not opening up too much. But I think we're entering a whole new realm of celebrity where, you know, the more relatable and real and raw you are, the more people are going to connect with you and people are going to love you even more. I do have to say though, you know, the podcast I think is a great idea. I think Wendy would do good, and it's sort of like going back to her roots, you know, her roots of the radio days. And I think it's maybe going to add a lot less pressure to her, you know. She does, you know, she did say that she's ready to come back on TV, but at the same time, she really needed to rest, and she needed to, like, you know, she's been on the air for so many years, like 13 season of the show, I believe. So I think you know, it's really great that she has this time for herself, and that she has this time to just sort of like, you know, find herself, be with her son, hopefully meet, you know, a man who's gonna, you know, make her happy and stuff. And I think the podcast, people will definitely listen to it, because if she goes back to like the early radio days of and uses that style for the podcast, where she, you know, talks to celebrities and asks them the questions that, you know, everybody wants answered, and in your face tea, you know, I think it would do really well. And I think she does have the star power to bring in celebrities to be the guests, you know, to ask them questions, be the guest. Of course, I will miss her on TV, but I think that this might be the best move that Wendy Williams could take. I think that it's going to add so much more quality in her life. She doesn't have to follow such a strict schedule. You know, she used to live in New Jersey, had to go to New York every single morning. I think she was entering the studios around like 5 in the morning or so. She would wake up like at 3:30, 4 in the morning. Like, it was a very strong schedule. And I think after so many years, you know, your body like kind of gives up a little bit. especially if you're not taking care of it, you know. So I think that Wendy's on the right path. You know, I think Wendy looked great. She looked happy. I hope that the podcasting is a reality, you know, that's going to happen pretty soon. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys really are Wendy watchers, you would know that she would have Wendy, like, after the show, she would do a little like YouTube videos of her coming off the stage, taking up her earpiece, her makeup, talking to the camera, sort of like a vlog style. And she would eat, she would sit at her desk, she would talk about things. That's when I really fell in love with Wendy. It kind of felt like you were getting to, you know, you were hanging out with her, you know, and it was really, really nice. She would sit on her desk, she would have her lunch, she would talk about the show, she would talk about, you know, other hot topics. So I think if she does that as well, I think people are really gonna like it. And, you know, I think it's important for her to maybe open up and talk about all the struggles that she really has gone through. And, you know, I think with that, it's going to be a very big success. And, you know, Wendy maybe possibly in the future could have some kind of show, but I think for now the podcast, she could do it, you know, at the comfort of her own home. You know, the money, she said, would be great. She would be earning more than TV. I'm not sure how that works, but, you know, with sponsors and stuff, I think everyone is going to be very interested to seeing Wendy Williams, what she has to talk about, and if she goes back to the early days. I did see her with Fat Joe on an Instagram live, and I do have to say that live did concern me a lot. You know, she really, to me, was not making a lot of sense, and that kind of showed me that maybe she wasn't necessarily ready to come back on TV, and that she was still, you know, recovering from whatever. So I really do hope she takes a little more time to recover. Wendy's popularity will never disappear. You know, she could take a couple more months to just like get prepared. And with the podcast, usually it's usually like one a week, right? 1 or 2 times a week. So it's not such a heavy schedule. And, you know, she could do other things, you know, as well if she wanted to on TV. I think right now TV producers and networks have to see that Wendy is okay. They have to see that Wendy is reliable. They have to see that Wendy is insurable. And I think once they see that with the podcast and that the numbers are coming in, the popularity is coming in, then I do think that Wendy could have a big chance to return to TV at some point. So that would be really cool if Wendy could actually do that, because honestly, Wendy for me is such, you know, I saw her movie, I saw her documentary about her life and stuff, and she's gone through so much, and I really do think she's such a survivor. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds for Wendy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How you doing? I love Wendy. Wendy, get better. I'm so excited for your podcast. Relax, enjoy the summer, go flirt, go be a sexy mama that you are. And I'm very excited and see what the future holds. If Wendy has a podcast, will you listen? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you once again for watching, for the support. I'm so incredibly grateful. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. I love you guys so much. And how you doing? Mwah.